my friends. Welcome back to the Micromotor Workshop. It's been a while, but I made up a new concept and, well, let's see how it works. So this video is streamed live over a syndication service to YouTube and to Facebook, which means I can't schedule these events. They will just pop up in your various notification tabs, I hope. And I've put the URL where you can find the information on how to participate on the top. And the two main ways I'd like you to participate in the shape of asking questions or leaving comments is in the Discord chat that you see over here, or in the discourse forum, which I have also linked on the info page. I don't show this on the screen, but I will read those forum posts in between sessions and then try to answer those questions in the next one. So if you want to participate live, I invite you to come into the Discord chat room that I've linked on the info page, and which you hopefully, if inside everything is working fine, well, I see the screen over there, yeah, it seems like it's working. So if you see this and you are one of the old inhabitants of my live chat room, please come over to the mmw-live-stream channel on Discord and feel free to ask some questions or start some chit chat. So you don't see the exact screen on my iPad, but I see the same chat room that you see on the screen as well. So it'll probably take some time for people to catch up. So yeah, I just want to leave some general comments about this, I hope, long-lasting new format of this live stream. I will try to keep it short and snappy, answer a couple of questions, and then I'll be out of here again. Yeah, I'm really trying to work on my self-discipline on this, well, let's call it season, because yeah, some of you who might remember my old previous live streams, like back in the days, they sometimes lasted 4 hours, and yeah, that kind of ruined my day. So even though it was good fun to hang out with you guys, but yeah, I tried to keep it more frequent and therefore also more sustainable by keeping it shorter. So no one turned up in the chat room yet, so let me see if I can somehow figure out if the live stream is working from here. So I've tried to set up the live stream so it will stream to my YouTube channel, to the Micromotor Warehouse YouTube channel, also to my Micromotor Warehouse Facebook page, and also to the custom micro builder and flyer group on Facebook. I'm not sure if that works, so I'll figure this out in the statistics afterwards, or if anyone of you is commenting on the stream. The service I'm using has 2 more slots, so I could put it out to 2 more destinations. Jesse Perkins, if you're watching this, I'd also love to broadcast this stream on the Tiny Whoop group, or if any one of you has another decently sized Facebook group, I'd have 1 more slot to enter into the stream aggregation. So yeah, that's so much for the housekeeping. So if you want to contribute, come to the forum or to the Discord chat. You can also leave comments on the various social media platforms, like on YouTube or on Facebook, but I won't read them throughout the stream because otherwise I'll get too confused about things. So have a quick look in the chat room if someone turned up yet. Not yet. Well, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Let me quickly go inside and check if things are working. It says live. Let me see on the YouTube page. Live now. 12 watching. Okay. Well, seems like we're in business. Then you're just too shy, I assume, or didn't find the right places yet to ask questions. So then let me grab some stuff that I know some of you guys had questions about, which is main two topics I'm fiddling around with recently is Hovercraft and the Tello. So let's start with this one first. The Tello. If you haven't seen the DJI or Rise Tello yet, it's a micro quad, looks very similar to the Parrot Mambo, Parrot Rolling Spider, but it has a decent camera in the front. Now the issue with this quad is the motors are, or the motor connections are designed in a way that if the motor dislocates from the mount, it rips the cable off by design. Well, it happened to me, and so I contacted DJI and asked for a motor replacement, and they said, no, we don't have any. We recommend you buy a new one. And by new one, they meant a whole new quad. Well, that's kind of not my style, so I've soldered little connectors to the ripped off cables and installed my own motors. That's actually fairly simple. You just need to pull out the ripped off cables and then solder a little connector and plug in these motors. I'm using the motors that we are selling for the Dromedar Ominous because they have these short cables, so you can put the plugs very close to the motor mounts. I'm going to pull off the pinions to install the propellers, and because I smashed all these DJI Tello props apart, they're pretty brittle. I'm recently started flying this thing with Parrot Rolling Spider props. Works just as good. I'm getting up to 13 minutes as the manufacturer claimed of flight time with the Parrot props. My next main topic that I'm recently being asked a lot of questions about is building tiny hovercrafts. These are built with foam kits that I got from my buddy Drone Junkie in the UK. Contains a couple of foam pieces and these mylar sheets to distribute the air underneath. So you glue them together. I tested a variety of different glues. Hot glue works all right, but it's a little difficult to work with. Silicone doesn't work at all. It just peels off again. So I'm currently looking for some foam glue that takes at least an hour to cure, so I can put all these pieces nicely together and then weigh it down and let it dry overnight. Because one of the most important things when building hovercrafts is the bottom needs to be flat. Otherwise it will snag on things and just not track straight. Mr. Not Fast Enough on the micromotor community has developed a custom firmware that I've installed on this Alienware flight controller, so you now can control the lift motors separately to the thrust motors and have some nice configurable yaw PID control on the two back motors. Works really nice. So still no one in the chat room. Did I maybe not put the right link in there? Let's see. No, no one in here. Huh. Did I get it wrong, or are you guys just not dynamic enough to jump onto the chat room the moment some live thingy pops up on your screen? Let me see. Someone commenting on Facebook. Oh, here. It's at least online, I guess. Oh, here, I see. How do I see those? Oh, this is the live Facebook video. Oh, interesting. Sean Dolan waves. Hello, my friend. Kevin Wells is in here, but welcome, buddy. And Thomas Ashley says, just share a link to the Tiny Whoop group. Yeah, you know, Thomas, the issue is I want to run this over this aggregation service. So every time I press the live button, it should automatically post the stream to the relevant groups. That only works if I'm admin of that group. So if you guys want me to stream this into the Tiny Whoop group, make me an admin, please. I promise no shenanigans. Gary Richardy, I'm pronouncing this properly, is in the chat room. Welcome, my friend. Paul Gugliotti is here but trying to get on the chat. Okay. Let me see. If I open the YouTube app on the iPad, does it let me chat there? Switch my account to Micromotor Warehouse. 11 people watching. So, yeah, if you see this stream in the post-recording, I will leave those streams up on YouTube and probably on Facebook. I'm not sure if they're going to stay there. If you want to see them live, I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I think you need to press the notification or the bell, but I'm not sure about this. Maybe live streaming overrides that stuff. I see a lot of live streams pop up in my feeds, even though I never subscribed to them. So I assume this way, using this aggregation service, this stream gets a little further reach than the previous streams, like back in the days where I was often sitting there with 10 to 20 people for a couple of hours. I'd rather have a lot more people in there and do it quicker and more frequent. So if you like the content, just go around and share it with your friends. The easiest way to share this is just to take the bit.ly link that I put, I think, up here, bit.ly/mmw-live, and you'll find all the places where you can comment and where you can subscribe to the stream. So yeah, I kind of like the live view on Facebook. It overlays the chat and I can see my own stream. Yeah, if you want to comment on anything, like on any technicalities, please do it ASAP so I can fix things before the next stream, which is, can you hear me properly? Is it loud enough? And how do you like this this split screen with the chat room? Can you read that properly? And do all the links work? So let me have a look in the chat room if someone made its way in there. Oh, here, things are happening. Welcome, my friends. PG Ooks, which I think is Paul, is there. Stingraiser says hello and says it sounds fine. That's good. Love to have you all back here, and I'll be trying hard to make this a frequent show from now on. Shirley Brewster says hi. Hi, Shirley. Yeah, not only am I planning to change the frequency and a little bit the way of interaction on this channel, but damn, lost my train of thought. What did I want to say? Well, this is the issue about live stream. Now, usually I would just cut things out, but now it comes to me. I also want to change the time. Well, I did. That's probably because I'm blanking. Because early in the morning, it's 7:45 on the Australian East Coast. I hope that works better for some of you guys in Europe, because on my previous streams, they were all like kind of 3 in the morning for the European fellas. I hope that's a more convenient time for you, and I get some more viewers from the good old world. And it also should be pretty much in line with, I assume, dinner time or afternoon in US time zones. And yeah, sorry for my Australian viewers. You previously had a nice lunch to afternoon session. This is now going to be shifted forwards to the relatively early mornings. Just, whenever I get stuff organized and things set up, this will be the first thing I'm doing in the morning from now on. Cemal, I see, just talking about Europe, just liked my live video, so I assume you're watching, Jem. Welcome. You might have not seen it, but I just featured your awesome hovercrafts. There will be a lot more content about these little hovercrafts because, yeah, I think they are the best things that happened to RC drifting and also to kids-friendly RCs. One of the reasons why I'm so excited about these hovercrafts is they are so easy to drive, hover, fly, that yeah, even kids can have a lot of fun with them. And I think it teaches quite a bit of necessary muscle memory to afterwards go flying quadcopters. So I'm setting them up in a very similar way, like a quadcopter on my remotes, and let the kids hover them around in the living room. And yeah, I think it's an awesome toy, not only good for the kids, but also good for adults, because you can actually have proper races with them, with pushing each other out of the way. And it gets very competitive because it doesn't require as much skill to get this thing around the track without crashing. So yeah, really a big fan of the hovercrafts. Thank you, my friend, for coming up with these nice kits. Just gotta figure out a way to glue them properly. See this one? It's not 100% straight. This needs to change. Shirley likes the beautiful birds in the background. Yeah, I hope you like how the camera looks. This is one of my old broadcast cameras set to wide dynamic range. That's why the trees in the background look a little weird. But yeah, that's the only way I got to get this camera to show proper contrast on me and on the background. Gary is Sting Razor in the chat room. 2:45 p.m. in Southern California. That's good. 11 p.m. in the UK. Yeah, Chemal, I think you should be able to re-watch the complete episode on YouTube and or on Facebook. Jumps are awesome, says Chemal. How can you jump with these things? You need to remove the bottom plate, I guess, or can you jump? Well, I've put faster motors on there, but even if I punch the lift motors, it doesn't take off, which I actually think is a good thing. Shirley Brewster says if I'm bringing some stock to the Open, which means the Aussie Open on the 20th of this month, which, well, it's fairly soon, next week. Next week, I think. Yes, I'm gonna bring some foam kits along. Still a couple left, unless you guys purchased them all before. But yeah, I'll bring some foam kits along, and you know, you can sit there at night and hover around if there's a space to do that. As you see, I didn't even put a camera on these things. I actually enjoy hovering them line of sight a lot. So yeah, I'm sure you can do it FPV as well, but actually for a change, enjoy some ultra high resolution and not strap any goggles on my head and still have some RC fun. Ramps, okay, well, ramps, that's kind of cheating to jump, right? But yeah, certainly you can use ramps to jump these things. I have a plan, I should do that. Needs to be a really smooth transition though, otherwise you probably have issues getting them onto the ramp. So yeah, that's it for today, my friends. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for sharing the love. If you didn't see this live but want to leave your comments or questions anyway, please go to this link up here and then click the link on the info page to the community forum. You need to create an account there, and then you can just post your questions or comments in that thread, and those will be the first that I'm going to answer in the next episode, and then I will be focusing on the Discord chat room, and maybe if I can manage it at the same time also looking at chat in Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, we'll see. Usually if things start picking up speed, then one chat room is more than enough to keep me busy. So thanks everyone for tuning in today, and if everything works out as planned, see you tomorrow.